Hey guys, this is Jake from Jake of All Trades, and today we're going to head over to my friends Will and Nicole's place. We're going to go talk to Will about his shop and about Jellybird signs, of course, and about beards. Not beer, but beards. Well, we might talk beer. Let's go head out. So we're here with Will DeFord, Will and Nicole's home here, and I'm here to talk about what you do when you're not working, especially. What work do you do when you're not working?
What work
and we'll talk about some other things. But tell us a little bit about you and your wife and your company that you started.
Our company's called Jellybird Signs, and we've been doing it for about 3 years. We make handmade, painted, and stenciled signs, Bible verses, inspirational quotes, that kind of stuff. Something, home decor type stuff.
Okay, nice. Yeah. And so, tell us about how this all started. When do you start this up, and kind of what started the process?
Sure. Yeah. Like I said, it started about 3 years ago. As a way to just decorate our apartment at the time. Okay. And decided, okay, we can do this. We kind of figure it out, and borrowed a saw from my dad, and kind of, made it happen. And then friends and family and that kind of thing saw them and said, "Oh, that's cute. Can you make me one of those?" That type of thing. Started getting into a little more word of mouth. Started selling on Etsy not too long after that, and started picking up slowly but surely, customer base here and there, and turned into its own little thing. Yeah,
it's a full-fledged business.
It sure is. Yeah. It's a full-time gig after my full-time gig.
Right. So we're hanging out here in the garage, and he's going to give us a little tour here in a little bit of what we've got here. But so what are you doing? Like, what's your part in this? Kind of what do you do? What do you participate with?
I do a little bit of everything. My wife Nicole takes care of the the artistic side of it, but I cut, I sand, I stain and paint. Okay. Shipping is a team effort for sure. Yeah. Ordering stuff, Home Depot runs, all that,
all the background stuff.
Exactly, all the background stuff, and she gets all the credit. So it's great. But you know what? She does all the fun work. So it's good.
Right. And the beard helps, doesn't it?
Oh yes, definitely. Yes. Without the beard, I don't think we could be doing this. It would probably be a much
slower pace.
Much slower pace. Yeah, we'd probably have about 12 customers.
Yeah, I think
but I sacrifice my boyish good looks for the good of the company.
That's right. It's all about the beard. And Will has a much finer beard than I do for sure. But we don't compare.
No, hey, you know what? If you got a beard, you got a beard.
That's right. So, what else? Let's see. You got a lot of tools here. You make best use of your space here. Absolutely, and that's. I think most guys have to do that.
Yeah, exactly. Having to keep it a garage while at the same time, make it into a little bit of a workshop is a little bit of a challenge. And every few months, I think I have a better idea and move stuff around. Okay. But the brunt of it is definitely the miter saw. Yeah. Okay. Dust collection is basically just a shop vac and a couple of hoses. I did recently add the Dust Deputy Cyclone thing, so it definitely makes a big difference. Okay. I'm seeing a lot better performance out of the vacuum. Right. Belt sander to give it that distressed vintage feel, and then I've got various little things. Table saw when I need it. I've got a radial arm saw over there that I haven't yet to use. Okay. Got that from my grandfather, and still getting it dialed in. It's still not 100% ready to go. It's a slow process of tweaking on it here and there, and getting everything, all the moving parts to actually move, which helps.
Yeah, that would be
when you got a tool.
Right? Yeah. So. Exactly. But so what's your favorite tool that either you've purchased recently or you've maybe even had for a long time that's kind of your go-to?
It's a good one. I would definitely say the sliding miter saw is huge. I started off with a just 10-inch non-sliding miter saw, and you're very limited in how wide you can go on the boards and what you can do with it. Got this actually just about a year ago, because I think we did a Black Friday sale last year, and I picked that up, and it has been a big difference maker. Nicole is comfortable with it. She calls it her big paper cutter. So when I'm not around, and when she gets a 2 a.m. 2 a.m. epiphany on the side, she can come out and cut it. And then I'd say my other favorite, probably my bandsaw, which is down right now, but it can't all be 100% all the time.
Okay. So, I mean, we kind of go back and forth on tools over Instagram, and I'm showing what I've got. So what would be, like, if you could pick something, or if it's on your wish list, what would you pick? Like hand tool, specific hand tool, or power tool?
I would definitely go hand tools. Okay. With the production that we're putting out, I obviously don't have that luxury here.
But if you just had to have, if I wanted one, it's like, I just would like to have.
Yeah. That's a good question. Either starting a plane collection, or if I were to go the power tool route, a bigger, heavier duty bandsaw that I could really have some fun with. So because right now I've just got the bench top. It gets the job done for what I need, but I'd love to be able to go big. Yeah. And then the other thing would be making this entire space my workspace. That would be an amazing tool to have. But got to share it with storage of Christmas decorations and all that kind of stuff.
That's right. Nice. So, and I know you just don't do this as far as a sign. So, what are some other projects that you've done, or that, like, for your home or for other things?
Yeah. Let's see. Made a couple little things. End table, step stool for the kids. I did fully outfit the workshop where all the artistic magic happens, with a shipping station, a big workbench, a nice big work table, some shelving, all that kind of stuff.
Right. It's only been a couple months now, right?
Yeah,
you've actually had that space.
It's been a couple months. We were working off of our kitchen table, dining room table, coffee table, end tables, kitchen counters, wherever we could. And so it's been nice to get our house back and still have a place that we can really produce what we need to and give the fans what they want.
Right. Nice. So talk about fans. Let's just talk about that for a second. So on Instagram, that's pretty big. Let's talk about let's don't give them it to them right away.
Yes.
So let's say 2 years ago. When did you start with Instagram?
Instagram
approximately.
Maybe a year and a half or 2 years ago.
Okay.
If I had to guess, and that's obviously the official Jellybird Signs Instagram.
Okay. So then maybe let's say the year last time, how many people were following?
This time last year, whatever. It was under 10,000. I can tell you that. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I would probably say in the 5,000 to 7,000 range, if I had to guess.
Right.
And then towards the beginning of this year, we hit our 10,000 mark, and it was a pretty big deal, and we were excited about it. And then all of a sudden from there, it just kept growing, and it still hasn't really tapered off. It still grows pretty exponentially.
So today we're approximately what?
We're a little over 36,000 followers on the Jellybird Signs Instagram, and I personally on my personal Instagram just hit 1,000, so I was excited about that.
Right. What's been the most difficult part of being in business?
I would say just the scheduling and the finding time for personal life, as well as running the business, as well as
going to work too.
I've got a full-time job as well. But we've done a really good job in the last few months of really dedicating certain days and certain times to work, and other days and times to just going out with our family. So it's been really good.
So what would you say would be the the most exciting part of kind of what's gone on in the past 2 or 3 years here?
Most exciting is really just to see how impactful our signs have become to people. I mean, we are, for lack of a better term, a faith-based company. We're really putting God's word out there, and I would say 95% of our signs are a worship song verse or Bible verse or something from a worship song. It's really cool to post a picture of a sign and have somebody give the feedback of, oh, I really needed to read this today. This is as much as they want the sign and want to have that on their wall, just to be able to see that in their Instagram feed and really get that inspiration and that sense of God's out there and looking out for you. Has been a really surprising but really heartwarming thing that's happened to us.
Yeah, and I've seen some of those posts where people have said this has really impacted me by the sign I put on my wall. When I see it, it reminds me, it brings me back to where I need to be, and so that's really neat to see. For sure.
Yeah, it really has. It really has become its own ministry. So it's really cool. Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he's going to give us a quick shop tour here and show us what he does, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so let's. Why don't you show us just some samples here of your signs?
Sure.
Give us kind of a preview.
Got it. These are just a few. We're in the middle of production right now, so there's not much that's actually ready to go. But I got the. This is our new man sign line. No flowers, no hearts.
No, just all wood and stain, right?
Just wood and words. For men. So that's one of them. The Awaken Holy Fire. That's been a pretty popular one so far. And then this one is kind of the. I think it's becoming the unofficial / official shop sign. I'm trying to steal it and put it up here. So one thing I don't have in here. I don't have any of our signs out here. So.
Well, you will soon.
Yeah, exactly.
We're working on that.
Exactly. And then something a little more with a little family monogram type thing.
Right.
There's so many different signs that we do.
Right.
Check our Instagram feed and you'll see everything that we do, and it's a pretty cool little deal. Kind of whatever you're looking for is good.
All right. So let's talk tools. What we got? Here's the Hitachi sliding dual compound miter saw.
Dual compound sliding miter saw, 12-inch. I think the only thing it doesn't have is the electronic miter gauge. It's all manual, but that's okay. It works, does everything I need it to, and cuts every time. So I can't really complain.
Right.
Got my dust collection set up, just shop vac, little dust deputy to suck up a lot of that dust before it hits the filter. And then next to that, I got the belt sander.
Let's talk with your dust deputy. Does it really help out? Do you like it?
It really does. I've only had it for I'd say a week now. So really, I've had one full week of production on it.
Right.
And popping the top off the shop vac and seeing how little dust actually went in there.
Yeah.
Really made a difference. And
yeah.
I've emptied it once just to get rid of what was in there. There wasn't much in there, but it really does, and it stops that filter from getting clogged and losing suction and everything. So it's been really good.
Okay, so we got a little belt sander here, and
little belt disc combo. Used to do everything with a little palm sander, and your hand starts going numb after a while with that. Right. So decided to jump up to that, and I think as far as upgrading tools, I think that's going to be the next to actually get upgraded. New tools.
Right.
Like I said, I'd probably go with something like a bandsaw or something like that. But I'd love to be able to go a little bit heavier duty, a little bit bigger on the belt sander. But it gets the job done, and it's a workhorse. It's basically runs for I'd say a good hour or two, at least once a week.
So we got the the classic DeWalt back here.
Yeah.
I didn't know DeWalt was even out that long.
Yeah, no, that's if I've done a little bit of research on it. If I'm remembering correctly, it's from the mid to late 70s, I believe. It was sitting in my grandpa's garage for 30 some years, and finally one day decided, hey, I'm cleaning up my garage. You want this saw?
Right.
So it's not perfect, but it's getting there.
Yeah.
So
cool.
I'm gonna when I have all my free time,
Right.
I wrench on it and try to get it going. With all that free time I have.
So where are you taking it? Where are we going here?
We're gonna go check out my my little piece of man cave inside the house, my little barbershop bathroom. So come on in and show you around. So I've always wanted a barbershop. This is as good as I can get.
And this is all your stuff.
This is all my stuff. Most of it.
Most of it is your
exactly.
stuff. So we got the inspiration up here.
Exactly. You get that classic
executive.
number 5 or
Right.
anything like that. You got some old ads and that kind of thing, and then antique little barber cabinet. Got some old razors, some safety razors, mustache and beard paraphernalia, and then all my beard products and stuff, some balms and some oils and everything.
Nice.
So.
Well, most people don't know how much work it takes to have a good beard. It's not just like, hey, I'm going to grow a beard because I don't want to shave, right?
Exactly. I mean, you can do the, I've got a week's worth of growth, and then, once you get past a week or two, you really got to start doing stuff with it.
That's right.
Take care of it, keep it oiled, keep it clean.
Yeah, that's
the
very
last thing
nice.
you want is a itchy, flaky beard. So.
No, I don't. I hate itchy, flaky beards. And I've been using the oil on mine, but that's really cool. I love it. All right. So, really appreciate you letting us come down and just hang out with you and see what you do and come talk to you about kind of your work away from work. And that's one thing I want to do in this channel is promote people who are doing really cool things and just really enjoy what they're doing. So, really appreciate you doing that for me and for the channel. And I will make sure that all your information is down below. So look down in the description. It's like Federated. Stuff. Yeah, down below as far as Jellybird Signs. If you want to get in contact with them, I think most people who may be watching this will know, but those of you who don't, you need to know. And so that information will be down below for you to get a hold of them and see what they do, for sure. So,
sounds good.
So I appreciate it, and
no problem. Thank you, sir.
We'll see you next time.
All right.